Hello, lovely people. Welcome to a wonderful new journey. Today, we're going to talk about something very close to my heart, photography. Think about your favorite memories, a birthday party, a beautiful sunset, a baby's first smile. What makes them last forever? A photograph. It's a magical little box that freezes a moment in time, letting you relive it over and over again. Photography isn't just about pointing a camera and clicking a button. It is about seeing the world in a special way. It's about noticing the little details, the play of light, the emotions on people's faces. It's a way to tell your own story without using a single word. If a photograph is a painting, then light is your paintbrush. It is the single most important element in all of photography. Light creates the mood. Light defines the shapes. Light brings color to life in your images. Without light, there is simply no picture. Learning to see and use light is the first and most crucial skill you will develop. There are two main types of light you will work with. Natural light. It is beautiful. It is free. It is ever-changing. The best times to shoot in natural light are during the golden hours. The hour right after sunrise, the hour right before sunset. Soft, warm, golden artificial light. Using artificial light gives you complete control. Create drama. Highlight specific details. Shoot long after the sun has gone down. For beginners, a simple place to start is with a lamp at home. Try moving it around your subject. See how the shadows change when the light is coming from the side. See how the shadows change when the light is coming from the front. You can even use a simple white sheet to bounce the light or a piece of cardboard to bounce the light and soften shadows. Experimentation is your best friend here. Here are a few simple tips to get you started. When shooting people outdoors, try to have them face towards the light source. But be careful they aren't squinting. Now, let's talk about the three magic words of photography. ISO, aperture, shutter speed. Together, they are known as the exposure triangle. Don't let the technical terms scare you. They are just three simple settings that work together to control how bright or dark your photo is. Understanding them is like learning the alphabet of photography. First up is ISO. Think of ISO as your camera's sensitivity to light. 100, 200. You should use a low ISO in bright, sunny environments. Clean, crisp image with no grain. 1600, 3200. Use high ISO indoors or at night. High ISO adds noise or grain. Rule: use the lowest ISO possible for the lighting. Next, we have aperture. Aperture is the opening in your camera's lens, much like the pupil of your eye. It controls how much light enters the camera. f1.8, f4, f11. Small f number, like f1.8, means a wide opening, which lets in a lot of light. Large f number, like f11, means a narrow opening letting in less light. Aperture also controls the depth of field, how much of your image is in focus. Wide aperture creates a blurry background, perfect for portraits. Narrow aperture keeps everything in focus, great for landscapes. Finally, there's shutter speed. This is how long your camera's shutter stays open to let light in. 1/1000 of a second, 1 second. A fast shutter speed like 1/1000 freezes motion. Perfect for capturing a bird in flight or a child running in the park. It lets in very little light, so you need a bright day for it. A slow shutter speed like 1 second or longer creates motion blur. This is how photographers create silky waterfalls or light trails from cars at night. Because the shutter is open for a long time, you will need a tripod to keep the camera steady and avoid a blurry mess. Have you ever taken a photo that you thought would be amazing only to find that it was blurry and soft? It's a frustrating feeling we have all experienced. The culprit is usually focus. Getting a sharp, crisp focus is absolutely essential. It guides the viewer's eye to the most important part of your image. When you get a new camera, one of the first things you should look at is the image quality setting. This might seem like a small detail, but honestly, it has a huge impact on what you can do with your photos later. Cameras typically offer two main file types: JPEG, RAW. Understanding the difference between them is crucial for getting the most out of your photography. The choice you make here will determine the flexibility you have when it comes to editing your images and how much detail is preserved in your final shot. It's a classic case of quality versus convenience, and knowing when to choose each one is a key skill. JPEG, or JPG, is the most common image format in the world. It's what your phone likely uses, and it's what you see all over the internet. When you shoot in JPEG, the camera does a lot of work for you. It processes the image right away, applying sharpness, color, and contrast. The result is a smaller file that is ready to be shared immediately. This is great for casual shooting, when you want to quickly post pictures to social media or send them to family and friends. Walking into a camera store or browsing online can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. There are just so many brands, models, and technical specifications out there. So how do you choose the right one? The most important thing to remember is this: the best camera is the one you have with you and the one you actually enjoy using. You know, a super expensive, complicated camera that just sits in a closet is really useless. Don't get caught up in having the latest and greatest. Instead, let's focus on what really matters for a beginner: your needs, your budget, your comfort. Finding the right camera is like finding a good partner. It should feel right in your hands. First, consider your budget. Photography can definitely be an expensive hobby, but honestly, it doesn't have to be. Set a realistic budget for yourself, and remember to account for more than just the camera body. You'll also need at least one lens, often a kit lens is included, a memory card, and a camera bag. You really don't need to spend a fortune to get a fantastic camera. Many entry-level and mid-range cameras today are incredibly powerful and will be more than enough to help you learn and grow as a photographer for years to come. It's often wiser to invest in good lenses later on. Once you have a grasp of the basics, a whole universe of photography just opens up to you. There are so many different genres, each with its own challenges and rewards. Exploring them is actually a really fun way to discover what you are truly passionate about. You might find that you love the quiet solitude of landscape photography, or maybe the bustling energy of a wedding. Don't feel pressured to pick just one right away. Try a little bit of everything. Your style will emerge naturally as you discover what subjects make your heart beat a little faster and what stories you are most excited to tell with your camera. Let's start with portrait photography. This is all about capturing the essence of a person. It's more than just a snapshot. It's about their personality, their mood, and their story. A key tip for great portraits is to use a wide aperture, a small f number like f1.8. This creates a beautifully blurred background. This makes your subject really pop. As we mentioned, always focus on the eyes, and most importantly, connect with your subject. You've taken a beautiful photo. The light is perfect. The focus is sharp. The moment is captured. What's next? The final step is editing. Add your personal touch. Make a good photo truly great. Let's start with basic, powerful adjustments. Exposure. It makes your photo brighter or darker. Contrast. Adds punch by making lights lighter and darks darker. Crop. Trim edges to remove distractions and focus the subject. We have come a long way. We demystified the secret language of your camera. We explored exciting photography styles, and even dipped our toes into the world of editing. The most important thing is to simply begin. First, always look for the light. Second, start to move beyond automatic mode. This is how you take control. Third, focus on the eyes for portraits. Fourth, shoot in RAW whenever you can. Now it's your turn. Pick up your camera, go outside, and show us the world through your eyes.